downfall of the video. I didn't name people. I didn't call people out directly. You know? I wanted to call people, but I didn't. You know? And that's why, you know, because that was the problem with the video, is that I threw everyone out there instead of the people that deserved it. So, that was my bad. That was my bad. Otherwise, I stick by it. I took it down, people saw it, and that's fine. You know, but I felt bad because it wasn't aimed at everyone. It wasn't meant to shoot everyone. And, you know, I stick by what I said. Everybody. What else? Everybody. Everybody's fucking Guys, you're making me blush. Goodness. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you know, I knew there was going to be a lot of backlash, obviously. At the same time, when I feel like I've been wronged, and I feel like I've been mistreated, and I feel like a lot of stuff happened that is just unjust, you know, and very uncalled for. I didn't want to be silenced about it, so I made a video about it, but at the same time, I didn't call people out directly. And, you know, that's unfair. Alright? You know, for the people that didn't deserve to be called out, so I took it down. And that's my story. I wish I could have had a good time at the fucking MDU. I wanted to, man. I mean, they like, everyone, I think everyone had sets. You know, and, I think a lot of it could have been very easily avoided. And I think that's the most disappointing part about all this, is that it wasn't a long time coming. It blindsided me about how much hostility there was towards the people, you know? And it's just, thank you for the bars, Olivia. And I think that's what made it hurt the most, that it's just like, wait a second, why do all these people dislike me? And then, you know, the story started unraveling, and then I made the video about it, because it's like, you know? Yeah. Anyway, that's that. You know, well, that's what I'm saying. What about Alex and Jane? The thing with Alex and Jane, they weren't involved with any of it. You know? So, it was unfair to say, like, MyDigitalEscape as a sweeping term, because not everyone was involved with this, so, yeah. But anyway, no, I'm not asking people to be rude to other people. Don't, like, literally, you're like, yeah, everyone's fucking rude as shit, but it's like, I spent a lot of time on the video, I took down the video, and let's just drop it, you know? I will choose who I want in my life, and who I want to associate with, and obviously everyone is still learning. There's no point in bickering. There's no point in fighting about this. It'll, you know, like, what are we going to achieve? What I wanted to do with the video is give a blow-by-blow account and facts, and how I was feeling, and how I felt a bit trampled. But I try not to name anyone individually, because I didn't want to make it a personal attack, when I'm starting to feel now that I guess it should have been if I did want to make a video, so, oh well. Yes, me and Brian are still cool, you know, it's just, it is what it is. And it's very unfortunate that it all went down that way, because it didn't have to. I was ready to have a good time. And the show was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, Jordan wasn't involved. Jordan's set was pretty sick, by the way. Like, he sounded really good on stage. I mean, kind of everyone did. I was really surprised, because, you know, I mean, like, I know myself performing, like, I don't perform live that often, so, like, you have to get used to performing live. And, you know, sometimes your live vocals are shitty. Like, I know in a lot of the Ulta shows, my live vocals are shitty. And, you know, theirs didn't sound so bad, so it was good. I was impressed. So, yeah. Anyway, that was the thing. Drew's here. Yeah, Drew was there last night. I don't know what else you want from me, guys. I didn't fucking want any of that shit to happen, and it makes me sad because, as I mentioned in the video, it was just like I have a history with MDE, and the fact that I was, all that happened. But it's done. Sorry if you're late. I'm sorry if you're late. You gotta be quick on this drama shit, man. It comes and it goes real fast. Yeah, one last thing about the drama. One last point I'm going to make. Just one thing. I did pull Tyler aside at the end of the show. And it was, as I mentioned, it was very civil, and I'm happy that I did it, and I'm happy that he agreed to do it. And, we chatted, and I was like, hey, man, like, why are you tweeting about me? I don't mean any foul play, blah, blah, blah. We talked about it. He mentioned the Younow thing. I said, fuck you. It wasn't directed at him. And we squared it all away, and it felt good. I was happy, because I didn't want to leave on a bad note. But then on the way home, I realized that other people were retweeting it, and it wasn't just Tyler who was, it wasn't just Tyler who was, like, there. It kind of was like a group mentality where, like, maybe Tyler's pissed, but he even mentioned when we were talking that it could have been anyone's set that I walked in on. It just so happened to be on his, unfortunately. And he said something, but if I walked in on Kyle's set, or if I walked in on anyone, or Jaden's set, or anyone else's set, they would have been just as angry. So it was kind of a group mentality, and I realized that it wasn't just Tyler, and I shouldn't have focused on Tyler. Even he was the one who was tweeting about it, but it wasn't just him, and that's what made me really mad, and that's what made me create the video. So, can you get drunk? No, I have stuff to do. So no, not all the blame is on Tyler. I'm sorry if you think that, but it's not like that. Anyway, that's all I have to say about it. Why would he get drunk? Yeah, I'm not hating on Tyler. I'm not hating on any of them. I'm not saying anything bad about any of them. There's no point. There's no point in that, Like, what would I achieve in shit-talking anybody right now? Even in the video, I didn't shit-talk anyone. I talked about myself the whole video, all right? And how people treated me, but I never once said, oh, yeah, fuck that. Like, that's pointless. That's not how you argue. That's not how you get your point across in anything. But it's fine. I'm sure we'll all get over it. I'm just happy that I'm not part of. I can do my own thing, and I don't have to deal with group politics. All right, if you're in a group like MD or any other collaboration group, you have to make sure everyone's happy, and if I don't have to worry about that, which is nice. It's a good thing. What's on your body? Gallons of paint. Just more paint. Too much paint. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off. But I thought I would just give in my 2 cents. All right. I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool with the people I was already cool with. That's it. I mean, clearly the people that were attacking me are currently attacking me because of what I said. Clearly, they weren't very close to me or weren't very friendly with me to begin with. I guess. I mean, I thought we were pretty neutral, but I guess we're not. And everyone else is it's unfortunate. So.